Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video, and today I'll be doing a review of the MJX X800 hexacopter, as you can see here. And now they actually have 3 hexacopters in their new lineup, and this is the medium-sized one. There's a large mini-sized, which is the X600, this, the micro, and then you have the nano X900. So this is the medium-sized one, and they all have the same look to them. Whoops, one of my prop guards just took it off. They all have the, I'll just take that off, it doesn't matter. They all have the same look to them with the spider kind of arm design, so that's a really cool thing. And now you might be wondering about this prop guard that just fell off, and now these were extremely hard to remove. I know, and everybody else who's had this said they're really hard to remove, but I found a simpler way to do it. All I do is I just slit the back of the along the hub. I just put a slit in it with a razor blade, and now I can just slide all the prop guards right off. So there you go, I just stripped it down, so that's what it looks like that. So all you have to do is put a slit in the back. I know people are opening it up, and the clips are just so hard, but these really don't provide any protection. They just weigh it down, so I just recommend putting the slit in there, and if you want, you can put them back on, just you slide them back in. Let's see, and the props are super hard to remove. I don't know if they put Loctite on them or what, but I had used 3 prop removal tools at once, because they were just bending the metal. It just kept bending the metal. And it comes with a USB charging cable ending with a JST connector. Comes with a bag of 6 spare props, a little screwdriver, and the prop removal tool right there. And the manual is okay. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. I understood everything I really needed to know, and it covers the X600 in here too. So yeah. The battery that it comes with is a 3.7 volt, 750 milliamp hour battery, so pretty big battery, so that's really nice. And I actually have, this is actually my second X800, because the first one that GearBest sent me to review, on my 3rd flight, I gave it throttle, just really low throttle, just to spin the motors, and smoke came out of the eyes, and then some of the motors would just always be full on, so I had to get a new one there. And it also comes with these little landing legs. You can take these off, they just plug in as well, but that's because there's an Wi-Fi FPV camera available. It just slots on the top, and then there's an app for your smartphone. But that frequent flyer said he got that version and said it wasn't very good, but I might get it a separate module. It's like $20 just to try it out. And then there's a plug in there. I'm pretty sure that's what that's for. And then I have a second battery in here because it's from my first one. And now about that plug, when I'm changing the batteries and putting it in, I find that it's a really tight fit, and that plug will sometimes catch on the battery and then bend up, so you have to bend it back down and then push it in. So changing the batteries wasn't all too convenient, so unless I have this one charged, I just charge it straight in the hex. The remote it comes with is pretty much like a PlayStation 4 style game controller remote. It's not too bad. It takes 6 AA's, and there is a screw, and normally you don't have to use the screws, but with this one you do, because you'll just be sitting there and they'll just all fall out the back, and your hexacopter will fly away. And just real quick about that, when this loses connection, or say you shut off the remote, this doesn't kill throttle immediately. It does, but it takes about, after 4 seconds, it'll fly just whatever it was doing for 4 seconds, and then it'll slowly start to lower. Then at about 5 or 6 seconds, then it will kill it. But that's still way too long of a failsafe in my opinion, because it could easily fly away from you. And another bad thing about that is the on-off switch on this remote is also the rate switch. So say if you're medium or low and you try to go to low rates, oh, you turned it off and then it keeps flying. So you have to turn it back on, rebind, and then do the extra throttle again. So you have to be kind of careful with that. I recommend using both thumbs, or at least 2 fingers, so you can slowly do that. And it has low rates, which is right there. Then you have medium rates, and now in high rates, it's basically, medium rates is high rates on this, because high rates is auto flipping, but medium rates is actually a pretty good pitch, and the yaw is pretty slow on both of them, but it's not too bad. And the sticks overall feel pretty nice. I didn't have any problem with that. And then here, left and right is your yaw trim, and then this left and right is your left and right roll trim, and then this is pitch trim up here. And now there's a lot of buttons up top. And now this back one, I believe, does flips. Or no, this one is LEDs, and this one is flips. And I'm not sure. I haven't been able to figure out what these two do. I'm probably wrong here. There's just so many to, keep track of. I'll put a caption over the video if I'm wrong. And if you click in, you can click in the right stick, and then it enters what they call gravity mode. And you still control throttle and yaw on your left stick. However, the right stick does not do anything because you have to tilt the remote. Say that tilting left and right is like left and right stick, and then forward and backwards is like forward and backward stick. And it actually works pretty well. I wouldn't say definitely don't learn to fly that way, but it is a fun little feature to play around with. And now it also comes with this little cap that you're supposed to put over there and then screw it in, and then the batteries come out this little slot, but the batteries are really in there. There's no point in using that. And the box is pretty nice. It also comes in a white version, so if you want to get the white version for better night flying. And it has, let's see, it has pretty nice LEDs. It's got 4 blues in the front, red in the back, so any of you that hate the red in front, this is good for you then. And the battery, like I said, 750 milliamp hours. It takes about an hour and a half to charge off of the USB charger. And flight times with everything on, I got about 6 minutes flights. And with just the guards on, I got about 6 minute, 15-second flights. With just the feet on, like you see it here, I got about 7 minute flights. And with just plain stripped down with nothing on, I got about 7 minute, 15-second flights. So pretty good flight times for a hexacopter, because a 750 battery and a micro is a pretty big one, so it's bigger than the MJX X6 in terms of flight time and like that. And the LVC time is about 30 seconds. And now this thing has a lot of power. I don't know what kind of motors they used. I'm pretty sure they're just 7mm motors, but this thing has some punch. When you take everything off, this thing can really fly. And you can also bind it with the X600 and the X900 transmitter. They all work together on the same protocol. I prefer using this transmitter because it's just a lot nicer. It has sticks, so especially if you're a pincher, so just a lot nicer transmitter, but that one works fine. And now I was originally having some lean issues. Like mine would sometimes lean, and like even if I just let it take off, it would sometimes have a little lean to it. But I'm not really sure what was causing that. But now if I take off and if it leans at all, I give pitch and then throttle, and it won't lean at all. But now, however, mine doesn't do it anymore. It flies perfectly, and I don't know why it was doing that. No one else has said anything else about theirs leaning, so I'm not sure what was going on with mine there, but it works perfectly fine now. Like I said, the yaw rate's pretty slow. It's pretty smooth, though. And like the control's okay. It's not bad. And you also have this rudder aileron mode, which will switch it from mode 2 to mode 4. Then this function mode, which I haven't been able to figure out what it does. So it changes the LED to green, I know that, but that's about all I've been able to figure out with that. Let's see. The range I've been getting probably, 50 to 75 meters, but I wouldn't push it with this one just because it flies for a couple seconds after. I lost my X900 because of that. It flew away on me. So I just say, just don't go really far out with it, but it's got decent range to it. And it's really fast because the pitch is okay, but then it has so much power to go with it, and it's really nice. So yeah, that's about it for this review. So now I'll do a little indoor flight for a stability test, and then I'll take it outside. Mine's pretty rattly because I've actually crashed it pretty hard one time. I let it free fall, but it thought that was level, and it smashed into the porch, so the arm is a little bit cracked there, but overall pretty nice. So yeah, let's go check out the flights. Okay, here we are for the indoor flight of the MJX X800 hexacopter. And I have the prop guards on right now, but they don't really do anything at all, and I have the landing feet on just for show, just to show what it looks like. And you can see it has very nice LEDs there. And I forgot to mention it in my review, but you can the motors are all plug and play. So if you do happen to burn out a motor, they just plug in, and GearBest sells full sets of replacements for everything pretty much for this, so that's pretty nice. So let's start off. I'll put it in low rate. Whoops, oh, I lost 2 prop guards. And you know what, I'm just gonna take these off. They do nothing. It took me forever to get them back on, but I was just gonna show you them, but they do nothing. So okay, here we go. So as you can see, pretty loud with the 6 motors, and mine has some dings, so that's why it rattles a little bit. But as you can see, very responsive on the throttle. A lot of power in this one. And let's try and trim it out here. Pretty stable here. And here is low rates yaw, as you can see there. That's full yaw. Low rates is almost completely unflyable in the yaw aspect. And here's pitch. So you can see really slow just as well. And let's kick it up to medium rates, which is high rates. And as you can see, much more responsive on the pitch there. You can see it's got decent pitch. And then here's the yaw rate. So not too bad of a yaw rate. You can see there, it's got a decent yaw rate. A little bit too slow maybe to fly indoors. Certainly no funnels indoors, but outdoors it's perfectly fine outdoors. Just fly it around a little bit here. This is a pretty small room for yaw as slow as this, but manageable. Flew behind my head there. And as you can see, it looks really cool in the spider formation. You can see there. The spider part looks really cool. So yeah, let's try out a flip right now. I'm going to just use the flip key. I'm not going to high rates just because it does really nice front flip automatically. It gives a lot of throttle before and after, so it makes for a really nice flip because it was programmed to carry the weight of the legs, camera, and the guards. That's probably why it has so much power when you remove them. Now let's do a back flip, and you do that by holding back pitch and pressing the key. So that's how you do back flips. And if you want to do side flips on high rates now, you have to go up to the flip mode in high rates. But nothing too special there. Oh man, almost lost it. But yeah, not really too much to show indoors. It's just, it definitely flies pretty smooth. Yaw is a little bit slow, but throttle punch here. Got a lot of throttle to it. And see, I think that was good enough with Brandon for a landing. Okay, there we go. That was the indoor flight of the MJX X800 hexacopter. So now let's take it outside. Okay, here we are for the outdoor flight of the MJX X800 hexacopter. And I'm pretty sure I forgot to say it in my review, but you recalibrate it on the accelerometer by putting both sticks down and to the right. So that's how you recalibrate it. Oh wow. Dropped it again. Okay, so let's start the hand launch. Okay, so here we go. And all this battery is fully charged. I will do a throttle punch here for you. So you can see a lot of power. These motors scream when you give it 100% throttle. And in its lightest form here, it hovers at about 20% throttle, so it has a lot of power to this. I'm going to put it in low rates here just to try and show the pitch. There's barely any wind out. There's low rates pitch. So pretty low and really docile, and then bring it in. Here's full yaw. Giving full yaw. It's a really slow yaw. And let's kick it up to medium rates. And here's the pitch for medium rates, which is high rates. So here's high rates pitch. So you can see not the greatest pitch, but not bad. Definitely not bad. And then here we have yaw. As you can see, a lot better, but same with the pitch. It's not terrible, but it's not the best. Let's do a funnel here while I have it. As you can see, it's not very tight, and it's a somewhat deep funnel, but looks good. Let's do some speed passes. This thing can be a bullet. Definitely the fastest of the three. If you can hear those motors, they just scream. Oh, it sounds so cool. And it's so fast. I bet that's at least 20 miles an hour, at least. So now let's bring it back and let's do some front flips. You just click the button, it does an automatic front flip. Gives throttle before and after. So it actually gains a bit of altitude. And then if you want to do a back flip, you have to give back pitch and then press the button, and then you can do a back flip. And unlike the X600, this one actually does pretty nice back flips in forward flight, as you can see there. Try and get it up. in the sky so you can see it. Because I know against the trees it's not... Oh, that was a front flip, but it can do backflips and forward flight pretty easily. Let's do a close-up hover. Lots of speed and power on this one. I think it's my favorite out of the three. And I will be doing a comparison video of all three of the family, MJX family, coming up. So stay tuned for that. But as you can see, it flies really nice. It does nice. You can control the yaw and do nice bank turns, or you can turn it pretty quick if you want. But really nice hex. It's really fast. And you can fly this with the X600 and X900 transmitter, but if you get the X901 transmitter, why would you ever want to fly with the Nano versus this transmitter? It's not bad, actually. It's not bad at all, this transmitter. I mean, I do fly normally with the X600 transmitter, but that's just because I have it. I wouldn't buy it separately for it, although I think GearBest sells them for like 15 bucks. Not bad. Okay, thank God that was good enough, so let's bring it in here. Okay, there we go. That was the review of the MJX X800 hexacopter, which is the medium size of the MJX lineup. Really cool. I really do like it. It's really fast, nice flying. It's smooth. Beyond pitch are a tiny bit slow, but it's definitely not bad. As you can see there, it really rips on giving full pitch and full throttle. So that was my review. Please subscribe and give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and stay tuned for more. See ya.